Hello everyone!
Hello!
Welcome to our live stream here, coming from the Starbreeze office.
Yes.
We're here today to talk a bit about what we've done since the release of Out of Sight, and also of course mention that we are right now live on the Made in Sweden Steam sale.
Because as you know, the game is made in Sweden, so what better sale is there to go on?
True. And just a quick introduction. My name is Per. I am the game lead for the gang and of the team who made Out of Sight.
Yes, and I'm here, Elizabeth from Starbreeze. We are the publisher for Out of Sight, and I'm specifically the community and influence manager, which is, I know a lot about streaming, so I'm here to help make sure that this goes as smoothly as possible. I say as we started late, so clearly I did not do my job very well here.
Some issues here in the morning, but it's okay.
A little bit, but yeah, and we did try to go live on YouTube. We had some issues, so unfortunately we're only live on Twitch right now, but we're trying to record and make sure that this video is still available to look at afterwards as well.
Yes, exactly. We wanted to reach everyone who's interested, but
exactly.
For now Twitch only. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. That's why you should follow the channel right now. All right. But yeah, so you already mentioned that, Out of Sight is available on sale and all that, but, if anyone's tuning in right now and they don't know what is Out of Sight, maybe we should start with the absolute basics here. Yeah. What is Out of Sight?
So here's the elevator pitch, right? So you've heard about first-person perspective games, you've heard about third-person perspective games. We made a second-person perspective game. So in Out of Sight, you play as a young girl called Sophie, and she is blinded. She can't see anything on her own, but she has a magical connection to her teddy bear. And so you see, the whole game you see from a perspective of a teddy bear. So in Out of Sight, you play as this combination of characters, and your goal is to escape a creepy, eerie mansion where you really don't want to be.
Yeah.
Basically. So it's kind of a horror puzzle game with this unique camera as the main focal point.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what I see a lot of people are like, but who do you play as? And you do play as Sophie, but, she can't see, but you're still able to see it is through the eyes of Teddy. It's a really unique concept. It's really cool.
Yeah, so you're playing as both characters at once. Right? You're controlling the girl, right? So the way we define the second-person perspective is like the character that you control do not have the eyes that you see from. So the eyes that you see from is a different character.
Yeah, and it's not just like, I'm thinking back in original Resident Evil, for example, where you have the fixed camera angles like at the corner of the room. It's not like that either. No,
exactly. So you are also in control of Teddy. So you can look around and see different angles. It may or may not also have some other interactions. So you definitely control both characters at once, and you always need to go back for your eyes. That's what makes this game a bit unique. Is you manually put your eyes down somewhere, and then you walk away and do some things you need to do. And then you have to walk with Sophie back again and pick it up. Yeah. So she carries it in her hands with her. Yeah. Back and forth throughout the mansion.
Yeah, next question we were supposed to cover is who are Sophie and Teddy. I feel like we kind of touched on it a little bit. So
it's very central to the game.
Yeah, but we can move on to the next one, which is what level of horror can you expect from Out of Sight?
Not too much horror. We try to steer away from the kind of jump scare horror tropes. We don't want that too much. There are moments for sure where you will be on your edge of your seat a bit, but we really try to emphasize an atmospheric kind of tension. Like you don't know what's happening around the house. You can tell that there's movement, there's people, there's some other things in here.
Yeah.
But it's definitely leaning towards this atmospheric intensity rather than just from anywhere you open a hatch and something just jumps in your whole face, right?
Yeah, because I'm a horror fan personally as well, and I really appreciate that about Out of Sight, because to me the best horror is the atmosphere. You can just feel something's wrong, but you can't really put your finger on exactly what is wrong, but something is very wrong and off, but it's a really good tension that creates, and I think Out of Sight really has nailed that part of it. But yeah, the game's been out for a little bit now. I mean, we're already on sale and all that, so it's been a little while. But has there been anything in the game that you've changed since launch? Now the players are getting their hands on the game. There's a lot of feedback coming in. What has changed since the game came out?
Yeah, so there's a few things. We've been reading the forums and the discussion post, of course, and taking the pulse on how the game has landed with the players.
Yeah.
And there's a few things that we snapped up instantly that we wanted to address very fast. So the biggest like change we made was that we realized there was a lot of talk about this the yellow tape and the yellow paint.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, it's a big thing in all games.
Oh yeah. That's definitely not unique to your game.
Yeah. So we realized there were some backlash against like being forced to have this. It's still useful, of course, for players who maybe don't play games very often, like more casual. But for those who want the more hardcore experience, not increasing in difficulty, but you don't want to be handheld on what your interactions are all the time. We did add an option to remove it completely. So it hides all of those. We call them guiding indicators. So it's just a setting in the game now. You can toggle that off and toggle it on and off whenever you want to. And it's gonna give you the more, how do you say, less guided experience of what your interactables are, where you can climb, stuff like that.
So it's on by default then. So as a player, you come in, and if you just go straight into game, they're there. But if you see them, you don't like them, you can go into the settings and easily turn them off.
Exactly. Like
That's awesome. Yeah.
And we're gonna be playing a bit later. I can show you then, like toggle it on and off and see, so you can see a bit of the difference, how it affects. Yeah,
that's awesome. And I think there were some other things that's been changed too, right? I mean, yellow tape is obviously a huge visual kind of in your face, but there's been some other changes too, right?
There has been, yeah. We noticed there were some issues primarily on like slower PCs where you couldn't really load in some levels. It took a really long time. So we felt like it goes against a little bit what we wanted to do with the seamless thing with no loading screens, but we realized we kind of have to have this. So it's better to play a game than not having stuff load in, right?
Definitely.
So we have done some quality of life updates as well. So adding loading screens to slower PCs. We have added some new like achievements weren't working in the beginning for the collectibles. We made sure that it's all fixed, and a bunch of bugs. We noticed on people in watching videos and people playing where they get stuck, and like not in a puzzle, but they can't move.
It's like soft locks, we don't want those.
So
get them squashed.
Quality of life fixes and serious crashes, of course, all of that's been sorted. But the demo also got a bit of an update with all the new translations for languages. So we localized the entire demo. So if you haven't tried Out of Sight yet and want to do it in your language, hopefully we have it
hopefully
now
we have it
in the demo as well.
But the demo is available on the store page. So, go to Out of Sight on Steam and you can play the demo for free. And then, if you like it, pick it up for a 40% discount on the Made in Sweden sale was the name of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But and we've, talked about the stream happening. Like, I know it's been mentioned on Discord and a few social channels, and people were prompted to send in their questions. But, before we start digging into those, because we have those printed out here too, maybe we should talk about the game's launch, because again, it's been a little while now, and it's been for you've been working on this for a while. Like, do you want to talk about like how did this start, I guess?
So we're just a week away from 2 months live
now.
It's been a hectic and really fun period. But the launch was really amazing for us, honestly. So for the majority of people in this team have never released a game before. So working on our first real game, if you will, not just students, and releasing it to the world, and it just landing well. It was a really nice experience. We were all hands on deck, ready for everything to catch fire.
As you do.
Like what's gonna break first. Some small stuff happened, of course, but nothing like it went smoothly, right? It was a smooth launch. We celebrated a bit in the office on the day of the release. Then we also had a release party for it, which was amazing. So taking this, like you mentioned, like I've been working on this for 4 years almost now.
Oh, wow.
Since the idea came to be. And taking it just from your own idea in school, like as a studio, or like as students, I mean. And then working on it for so long, and then finally releasing it, and now it's out of your hands. People can go, they can judge it, they can attack your heart, They can spend as much time everywhere they want. It's a very unique feeling, but I'm so happy that it landed well. It's well received. So we were updating every day, seeing like the reviews coming in, and like what do people actually think? Because we've done play testing behind closed doors.
Of course,
but you don't know what the general public opinion will be.
Yeah, you're never like truly prepared for what the players will think.
So we were prepared to turn out fires. We were prepared to cry ourselves to sleep. We were, but that didn't happen. So it was a good release and very exciting time for us, for the whole team.
Because like when I was first like brought into this project, I remember like doing some research and looking it up, and I found like an old itch.io page. You were initially on itch.io, and that is, I mean, it is still out of sight, and you can see that the concept is there, but it's a very different game. Like it's changed so much over the years.
It has, yeah. I mean, that thing was made in 6 weeks, and I think the only thing we kept was that core mechanic, and then the bit of the theme around it a little bit. But ever since then, it's been a whole revamp and improvement upon whatever that little thing had that we fell in love with,
Yeah, because you had that little hook, and now you've built like the whole universe kind of around it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I actually have some videos queued up here too. Let me see if we can find them. I'm gonna queue it up first, and then we can play it after I've been able to get it up on screen for everyone. But we'll do this. So, do you recognize this video?
I do, yeah. I think this is the exact moment where the game went live.
Oh, okay, exciting. You ready for this? All right, here we go. So here you can see the video. Do you want sound on?
Yeah.
They should work. I believe they work. I've tested this one. I forgot to test yours.
We'll see. Otherwise, I think I've heard it, but it's nice to try.
Well, yeah, all right. So we have 1 minute, roughly, of...
Cup, so it's dirty.
Whoa!
Oh.
5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They fatal error.
Cheers.
So cool. All right, I'll switch us back over here.
Yeah, what a day.
Yeah, I can imagine. I love seeing that little, like, the moment where you have the countdown and you're just counting down to 3 p.m., which was the release time. And you're just like... And now I was going to say, fatal error.
Yep. Well, actually didn't. We were so...
Thankfully it didn't.
Yeah.
Because, the reviews were really good. Like, I remember I checked them early on, and, like, obviously it stabilized as more reviews come in, but I think one of the first numbers I saw was 98% positive on Steam. Yeah. I think right now we're around 94?
Yeah.
Which is still incredibly good.
It's overwhelming even. Like, for me, for the whole team, we've been... We check every day, right? You can't help it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But, it's been such a rewarding experience having these great reviews coming in from players. As I say, 94% on Steam, and I think we're like 4.72 out of 5 on PlayStation as well.
Yeah, something like that, so, which is incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing to have this amazing feedback coming from the players, and actually seeing that what we created resonates with people, right? They enjoy the experience. It's just truly... I'm grateful. I'm very grateful.
Good, yeah. But we have more videos prepared too, because like I said, we've gotten so many great reviews. So, we kind of felt compelled to put everything together in basically a little, accolade trailer, as you call it. We're publishing speak here. We're trying to make sure that the game looks good. So let's watch another video over here, because we also have this trailer for you all to see, and I think it's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Just look at all those reviews towards the end there. Like, it's so incredibly positive.
Yeah, it's so nice seeing all these this compilation, of course, of heartfelt messages towards our game. It's so
like,
nice.
Praise across the board.
Yeah. It's something unique actually to have this, especially since it's our first game, and we of course everyone hopes their game is going to be well received.
Yeah.
That's why I also make it to show it to people. But 94% positive, like none of us could have ever expected that.
Yeah.
And some people saying it's one of the best games they played this year, maybe in the whole lives. But I think it also goes to this uniqueness that our site kind of brings to the table, not just with the camera perspective, but with this, like you say, the eeriness, the tension, just a feeling, this vibe that the game has.
Yeah.
Really, I think speaks levels to a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, because for me, like, again, like, I'm a horror fan, so as soon as I heard about this game and I got the opportunity to work on it, I was immediately there, like, yes, please put me in, Kurt. Like, I would love to help the team.
Nice. Yeah.
And it's just such a great experience. Like, as soon as I played it, like, I played the demo first, and I was just immediately hooked. Like, that hook you have at the end of the trailer, and, like, they start teasing, like, the ritual, and you're just like, what is going I need to know more. Like, get me in. I need the whole thing. Yeah, it's just really well done. That's basically what... I mean, we've had a lot of cosplayers. We've checked out the game and, like, dressed up.
Yeah,
We've, like, got fan art. Obviously, a lot of streamers have checked out the game and loved it as well.
Yeah.
Like, how does that feel?
I don't know how to explain it. Like, I watched some streamers that I've watched since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And now they played my game, you know, and they don't know, like, who I am, of course, but me seeing them, like, it's such a weird what's my place in this world feeling, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really cool thing happening, and of course, like I said, it's a lot of streamers, a lot of YouTubers who picked up the game as well, and seeing the videos, it's always so nice just to seeing how people react to certain moments, like what are they saying, what are they thinking, how slow do they walk here, you know. It's a very fun thing for us to do.
Yeah, because like I haven't been involved in the game in the same way you have, obviously. But like even after I played it, when I was on board into the project, like I've been like recruiting my friends to play this game, and if they stream it, I've been watching like, I wonder what they're gonna think about this, and just sit there completely excited. So I can't even imagine like that's like tenfold for you. But we have
for sure.
One more video, last video, I promise. But of some highlights, personal highlights that we really like from streamers checking out the game. So how about we watch that together too?
Yeah, I see it says may contain spoilers, so heads up.
May contain spoiler alert. If you don't want to get spoiled, you might want to look away for it. It's about a minute and a half. And then you'll be safe to come back, okay? All right, here we go.
Flush the toilet in Sophie's bathroom? Damn. Out of sight!
Here we go.
I'm excited. Oh, and then we can control her.
Hey, look, there we are, we're moving.
That is so dope.
I'm really happy we're getting to play this game right now. I'm really happy. Like, that was very, very intriguing for me.
That's a very nice puzzle. I like that puzzle quite a lot.
An escape route. Let's go. Get in the hole!
Off to the ritual with you.
Ah, damn it, they found me.
Uh-oh. Ooh, freaky lady.
Is she wearing slippers?
Oh, Jesus.
What the f was that? Oh god, jump scare.
Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great.
That is really cool, scary. That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's actually a really smart way of they're like, how are we gonna show the credits? And so they're just like, oh, let's put it on the one side that has no eye.
GG.
Spoilers.
This is a fun game.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, I do love that. The thing that you did with the credits there is really cool. All right, here we go.
We're getting a lot of praise on that one. It's
So it's a very
nice.
clever solution. But yeah, all right. I completely lost. I had a thought, but yeah, I just thought it was funny because there was one of the streamers in there mentioning jump scare just at the beginning. You were like, we don't use jump scare.
there's some moments, where you can't not have it as well.
No, and that's the thing. Like, I always like to say this because, like, jump scares, like, a lot of people give a lot of bad, like, connotations to the word jump scares, but jump scares themselves aren't bad. You just need to use them well, which I think you really have done in this game.
Yeah. They need a proper build up and proper setting for like not just being cheap. You know, you don't want to be unfair. You want them to be because of a reason.
Yeah. No,
so
that makes
that's what
sense.
we really. What I mean by atmospheric,
but that's all the videos and stuff we had prepared. Do we want to actually dive into the game? Maybe showcase. We talked about the yellow tape, the guiding indicators.
Show a bit, sure, yes, for sure. Sounds nice, but seeing these videos, seeing people comment the game, and I can't help but smile, you know, when I see people play and enjoy something we've made.
That is good. That's the way it should be. All right, let's see. I'm not showing you my Steams. I'm waiting for the game to launch. There we go. All right. So we've installed this on a fresh account even, so you might even end up earning some achievements now. So you get the full, fresh, you know, if you've played this game for the first time, this is the experience, what it's going to look like, basically. So, but I guess you can take the reins in this one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll try to
just grab the keyboard a bit.
Bit tight.
All right. But I can just show you. I'll launch the game with the setting turned off, turned on rather, and then once you reach some place, I'll turn it off. But basically, it's just as simple. You go in and you just say, I don't want the guidance anymore.
Yeah. Middle save file. Ooh.
I know. Spice it up a bit.
Yeah.
Teddy, I'm scared. I've been here for so long, and I don't want to be here anymore. Wait, what's happening? Teddy? Can you see me? You can see. This is our chance. We need to get out of here.
Alright, this is where we wake up. This dark night.
You can be our eyes, and I'll get us
we're
out.
playing with keyboard and mouse now too, but this game does have, like, in case you're like prefer to play on controller, and I think it might be even recommended to play this game on controller, but it is perfectly playable. I played it myself through in entirety with keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that is true.
I'll
This
have to
second
place you
person,
down.
where you walk away from, so
There.
you can see here,
Where
I
you're
put the teddy bear
comfortable.
down, and then I can walk away. This can be a bit disorienting the first time, so that's why we sometimes do recommend playing with the controller. Let's just make that interaction a little bit more seamless for the first time when you're getting used to it. And like I say there, I have to go back and pick up Teddy again. Otherwise, I won't be able to see where I'm going.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I haven't seen anything for
Have you
such
done
a
anything
long
to prevent
time.
players from, like, let's say that I've played through this 10 times, I know my way around. Can I choose to go without Teddy?
Only to a certain degree,
Okay.
right?
See for
Because
me,
there
Teddy.
are some they call one-way drops where you have to like go down a step, and if you can't go back up that step, you are basically locked forever.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And here, let's see if that works. Fresh
What
account.
is this?
Hey,
There we
there
are,
it
hey.
is.
So that's one of the collectibles that we have in the game, which are remnants of other children's toys.
Oh.
They,
Do I need a spoiler alert here? Spoiler warning?
I mean, we're playing the full game, right? Not the full thing, but we're playing a bit of the game. So if you don't want to,
I don't think we have time to get through the whole game.
no, we don't. Just gonna play a little bit and show what people might expect if they want to grab the game for themselves. Right now on the Steam Made in Sweden sale.
Indeed. 40% off.
Yeah,
And
I
the
feel like a
demo is
salesman.
and the demo is still available for free. So if you want to actually get hands-on, test how it runs on your PC, like whatever reason you might have to want to check it out, there is a demo available.
Yeah. And here's an example of how, like in the game, in order for Sophie, the girl, in order to get forwards, she needs to put the teddy bear down and find ways to traversing the rooms, basically. So that the whole world becomes a challenge for her to walk through, because she is so reliant on her eyes, teddy bear eyes. So We need to find areas where we can put Teddy down, find ways for Sophie to pick him up again in new locations,
Yeah.
so that she can traverse and proceed forwards
Where's
together
always
with
this
Teddy.
dark in here?
The voice
Can you
acting
see
here
a
is.
good place for you to sit?
Try not to talk over too much,
Yeah.
but it's like the performance from Sophie's voice actor. I unfortunately don't remember her name, but like it's really good. And I think I was just gonna say we should probably turn that around. We have some questions as well. It might be good to try and get through now that we're actually playing. What's some of them about voice acting actually?
I think they were, yeah.
I can push it down.
Yeah, so I'll be answering some of the what's it called, the questions. We sent out a question, not a questionnaire. We sent out a reminder, or what's it called?
Yeah.
We asked you to ask questions, basically.
Yeah, so we have a list of here of questions that were asked ahead of time, but obviously if you're in chat right now watching and you have questions that we may not have covered, like I'm trying to keep an eye on it. I'm not really addressed chat directly yet, but we see you, so feel free to ask your questions in there too. But we can start with the one up top here. There, because we talked a bit about translations earlier, and here we have someone saying, "Hi devs, I'm a player from Thailand, and I really love the concept and atmosphere of Out of Sight. It's such a unique and beautifully crafted experience. I wanted to ask if there's any plans to support Thai language subtitles or even Thai voice acting in the future. There's a growing Thai player base who would love to fully enjoy the story and experience in our native language."
Jump down here. Yeah. Like we have the game in, I don't know exactly what languages now. Thai is not one of them at the moment, but we will definitely look over some more options for like bringing subtitles to more languages later on.
Yeah.
Because we want the game to be accessible to a lot of people, and of course playing it at least with subtitles in your own language, I think a lot of people do prefer.
Yeah.
Especially if they have a harder time with English.
Yeah.
Regarding like translating the voices, probably less likely to happen.
It's a bit more of a process.
It is it's a much bigger process. You need to find the right voice actors as well.
Yeah, for
and,
sure.
Yeah, something in my heart tells me I don't want to replace Lily's amazing
Right?
acting for Sophie here.
Yeah. Because
right,
is the game, the voice acting is now only in English, right?
Yes.
But there are, of course, texts in more languages.
Exactly. So I can go in here and I can select another language. We can play some Italian if we want.
You know Italian well enough to be able to switch it away from that again.
No, I don't. But I know which setting it is. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Unluckily, I don't know Italian. Subtitles we're definitely looking into adding more in the future, but we will hold on for changing the voice acting.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Well, there you go. You get to see.
I'll swap it back so I don't miss anything important for myself here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you mentioned, voice acting and stuff a little bit, but one of the questions we got was, can you tell us a little bit about Sophie's background? Because obviously, very mysterious setting in the game. Like, can we know more about her?
For sure. I don't want to spoil everything,
Yeah,
so what we know when the game starts is that Sophie really doesn't want to be in this house anymore, in the mansion. So as soon as she gets this opportunity when Teddy awakens or is able to see for her, she wants to escape. She realizes it's an opportunity where she is able to do something about it. So that's to say that she had a life before the mansion. She references at some point, again, spoilers of course.
Yeah, if you're worried about spoilers, you might want to...
Yeah, that's probably not the question for you. She does mention her parents at some point in the game, which is also then that the people we can just see here around the corner, they are not Sophie's real parents. So she is in this house against her will, longing to get back out, but she also says that her parents are gone, her real parents. So she's an orphan who has been taken to this mansion and wants to get back out by any means possible. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I can understand that this place looks a bit decrepit. Well, I guess she didn't know that when she can't see it, but now she does.
Yeah. And in the house, just they've taken precautions because Sophie has a blindfold, she can't see, and in this mansion where we need to escape, there are these traps, if you will. They hang down some noise-making objects that you need to avoid when you're playing.
Yeah, I've stepped in mouse traps before I realized what they were.
Yeah, and there's some instruments hanging, like in order to keep track of Sophie and perhaps other children if they were to move around the halls, right? So you can hear where there are these blind children.
Yeah, exactly. So, but we talked a bit about the voice acting earlier, but there was a question I remember that we had on our list. What was it like working with the voice actors?
Really nice. Like I've never worked with voice actors in any capacity before. So coming into this role that I have, like leading this production, and first of all finding the right voices was the, like one of the main things, right?
Yeah.
Especially for Sophie, where we were very adamant on finding a very heartfelt voice to match this character's situation. And we were so surprised when we found Lily, who is similar age that character Sophie is in real life, and finding her to be able to deliver these emotions that we were looking for really just made it very easy choice for us once we settled for having voice acting in the game, because it wasn't a sure thing from the beginning either, because we didn't know how the production plan was looking, if we had time, but then it came to a point when we realized it was going to add so much more emotion that we just had to have it.
Because I've seen that from a lot. Again, like I've gotten a bunch of friends and stuff to play this, and like I think every single one, like they get like there's something about Lily's voice that it makes everyone just basically want to step in and protect Sophie as much as possible, because you really feel for her, and you really want better for her than what she's currently going through. So like it's so cool to see just how everyone just like come here, just want to hug here.
Especially in like these kind of situations where things are a bit against her odds, like the odds are against her.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But for the others, it was a very straightforward process. We had live recording sessions with both Clayton and Lady Jana's characters, really trying to nail the grittiness and the scariness that these characters want to portray.
I'm sorry, what does that mean with a live like a session? Is that like they're both in the room at the same time, or like?
No, so they are all UK based, all voice actors.
Okay.
And so we did online recordings one at a time. So they have their own studios, which was really simple for us as well, because we're in Sweden, right? Made in Sweden.
Made in Sweden
sale. So me and Joseph Tulse, the audio designer, or the lead audio designer for the game, hopped on calls with Phil Rowe and Vic Joeba, the voice actors for Clayton and Jana, separately, not at the same time. And then we have like a direction. We go through a bunch of the lines, take a few takes, and then we process them and choose the ones best for the situations. So they don't see the game when they're doing the voices, right? So we're kind of doing it in a vacuum, if you will, and then we adapt it to the situation when we process it afterwards, the recording.
Okay.
So it's me going and writing the narrative, and then in just an empty space like this without anything, and then we do the whole process. But working with the voice actors was really nice. It was a very smooth process for us.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the outcome, obviously, the results were really good as well.
Yes. Super happy with everything. Everyone's been great to work with, and the result are amazing. And I'm really happy that it, like you said, with Sophie's case here, that it resonates so much with the players, and you just want to protect her
exactly
from the first minute that you step into the game.
Yeah, it's been happening to. I think every single playthrough I've seen has invoked that like feeling for the person playing it, and for myself too. So I think maybe. Such a creepy moment there.
Soon.
Yeah, we have a question coming up about puzzles, but maybe a good time to showcase what it looks like without, because so far we've had the guiding indicator on all this time. Which, makes it easy. There's always some subtle yellow thing that kind of hints to where you need to go. I've still definitely been stuck in puzzles though, so it's not, easy. But maybe if you're really like a hardcore puzzle fan,
sure.
Maybe you want to like not have that guide, so you know you can see it right there.
Here's a great example for that. So I'm just gonna go into the setting, and you see there's a yellow ribbon, and the handle is yellow as well. But if I turn this off, you can see that there is no special color on the handle. The ribbon itself is also gone.
Yeah.
Also on this platform here, we did have yellow paint, which is removed, and also the bed post here.
Yeah, there too.
Ribbon on the bed post, basically showing which items are interactable. But now the player can have a bit more freedom to look around the room first without having the striking features telling them, hey, look over here.
Yeah. And then on to this next question we've gotten. And what was the hardest part about designing the puzzles?
Oof, I'm not the...
Maybe not the right person to ask.
Yeah, well, sometimes, doesn't matter which puzzle we're talking about. Like, the camera perspective has been by far the most tricky part, designing all the puzzles. Because we want them to feel unique, but we don't want them to be, you know, unfair.
Yeah.
So, like, all the puzzles, some way or another, are based on the premise, like, how can I get my eyes here? Like, how can we make sure that Sophie gets Teddy with her someplace else? And then also trying to reiterate and revamp, like, how we use the Teddy, the detached eyes in new and unique ways throughout the game. But, like, every time we try to make a puzzle, almost every time, someone was banging their heads against the walls, trying to figure out, like, why can't we just bring it up from afar, you know? Why can't it's so much harder trying to make everything work from all the angles, and like the player needs to be able to see everything they're doing when they put down the teddy bear, right? So I can look around a bit while I'm the teddy, but I have a limited, I can't do like a 360 because then I might lose Sophie, and then like she's trapped behind me or something, and then you can't keep going. So making sure the player sees everything they need to see in the puzzles is the trickiest part. And that's because we put our eyes down and then leave them behind.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. They might also ask you if you can tab out and scroll down. I think the chat scrolled up a bit, so I'm not able to see. There we go, okay.
You see some of that backdrop there.
Just in case, you know, anyone posts any questions in chat, I want to be able to catch them. But we still have more questions here through. So the next one on our list that we gathered before the stream was, in what engine is this made?
So this is developed completely in Unreal Engine 5. We have some other 3D programs for the art and the characters, but the game runs 100% in Unreal Engine.
Was it Unreal from the beginning, or has that changed throughout development?
It was always Unreal Engine. When we did the school project, it was Unreal Engine 4. I don't think they had released Unreal Engine 5 yet.
Probably not. I think that came out within the last couple of years.
Yeah. But then we, it's an engine that we as the development team were comfortable with, the one we worked with a lot, still when we were students and prior to this project. So it was an easy choice for us, and it really helps when you want to get like this very nice atmospheric, you know, fog and the lighting, and you know, it's because
I feel like
it's
that
a very
room
pretty
there
engine.
is like a really good example of that, because like the ambience in this room in particular is like, I was so on edge when I first made it here. You just see like with the like it swings a bit in the windows, you see like the light shift, and it's just really cool. So if you're playing the demo, if you're checking out the demo, this is basically shortly before the demo ends. So all of this is that you've seen so far is also in the demo. Is basically the intro to the game.
What is this place?
Exactly. Just when I get up here, we'll keep going a little bit, of course, longer than the demo. If you want to try that yourselves and you don't want to have much else spoiled, it's probably not the totally good time.
Yeah, so he basically
not allowed to leave.
If you just want to know what's in the demo, this is it. We're gonna head into full game territory now.
Satan!
You can hear this dial in the demo, but at this point your screen would have been blacked out.
No. Yes, milady. I'll bring her to your ritual.
Like, I think roughly around there is where it cuts out. And, like, that's just, that dialogue is just such a great hook. Like, it had me immediately with, like, ritual and, like, what do you mean? Like, I need to know more. I need to keep going.
Yeah,
I need to play.
A little bit of a cliffhanger there, yeah.
Yeah. And I also love this part so much where she's like, oh no, Teddy, you took a fall. Are you okay? Like, you know, no concern for herself at all, but she's very concerned about Teddy. It's one of the things that really drew this to me. Or,
Yeah, it really makes her stand out, I think, like, oh, they know. Yeah, so now the lady there, she realizes we're out.
Yeah.
They were looking for us, so the tension will spike up from here as well.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I love Sophie as a character. You know, she's definitely, she doesn't really concern her own safety. She just wants Teddy to be safe.
Yeah.
And that's also something, going back to the question what about who is she? So Teddy has always been with Sophie. Of course, now he hasn't always been able to see for her.
Of course, yeah.
So that's new. But they have been friends. Like, that's one of the best gifts her real parents gave her is this teddy bear, and she never leaves it behind.
Yeah, because there's one part, it's later in the game, but there's one part where she basically makes a plan where, like, I might not get out, but you might, and it's like, oh. It's so precious.
Yeah.
But yeah, next question we have here was, what was it like making the character and game design with a blind protagonist? I like how Sophie does things her own way to escape, and it made for some interesting puzzles. Also, Teddy is very cute.
That is very cute.
I should have brought him in. Like,
yeah, you do have. That's also something
cool.
really cool, you know, making the game and then you have your character in real life.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Sorry, could you repeat?
Yes, I'll read the question again. What was it like making the character and game design with a blind protagonist?
I mean, it's, for us, mostly it's just a thematic thing, right? Because you do have eyes, but it's not her eyes.
Yeah.
But it's really, like you said there, she is very protective of Teddy. So for us, making this connection between them strong was very important in order to make this, like, wanting to bring your eyes with you all the time feel natural, right?
Yeah.
Because early playtest we found that we were very afraid that it was gonna get tedious having to pick Teddy back up all the time. So having this strength between the characters became like the core thing we needed to really nail down. And then, but it also is strengthened through the narrative, like you said, then experience these things together. She bringing him with her, and then also referring to things like, what can we see, or like, what can you see right now? Like, it's our joint experience, this thing.
Yeah.
So just, but it's also, sometimes you forget yourself when you're developing, right? Like, oh right, she can't do this, or like, she's not the one seeing, so how would she refer to this thing in this unique perspective that they share?
Yeah.
So it really made me have to keep on my toes sometimes, and like I did some pass where I had to go back right when I forgot for like a week, you know, and then oh damn, I need to rewrite this part. Where
because it's some things that you kind of just take for granted, but it doesn't really work in this specific setup. But I think that's also one of the things that's really cool and unique about this game.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to have players experience.
Exactly. But yeah, we do have a couple more questions here. I just did that one. Alright, we have one more question, then we move on to a different topic. But when designing the various different elements of the game, namely story, environment, characters, gameplay, and sound/music, what was most often the first step in the decision-making process? Or process, sorry.
That's a big topic.
It's a big topic.
It could be.
There's some additional points there too, but
yeah.
I guess I can reach the whole thing. But it also says the game has a beautiful presentation and interesting elements all around, and I'm curious what the leading foot was when putting things together. Thanks for taking the time to answer questions and open up a dialogue with players. It's great to have direct connections with dev teams and the game/art that they represent.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's fun for me as well.
Yeah. Right?
What was the first step in making decisions? I think throughout the whole game, the biggest thing that we had in mind was always, how is this gonna be experienced? That's whether it's like visuals, whether it's art, sound, like anything kind of experience, like even like this, walking down a hallway like we're doing right now, what will this feel like in the end product? Like that's always what we have in mind when we try to make the game. Like, do we have the proper build-up for this to be interesting? Do we need to add something? Do we need to remove something? So it's always player's experience first.
Yeah.
What was that?
Like this, for example. You know.
Good timing.
Yeah. So now we know, like, we can anticipate a bit what the headspace the player is in, and we want to make sure that characters, specifically Sophie, trying to replicate that a bit. And also as tensions increase, maybe like her attitude towards things changes a little bit. Let's see. I think I got half the question, maybe.
Yeah. The main thing was what was most often the first step in the decision-making process.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And
One Munch Man in chat says, "Hi, big fan."
Oh, nice to meet you. One Munch Man.
It's a great username.
Yeah, but it is also the question about, like I say, characters, and then but the whole thing about gameplay. Like I mentioned, we're always having to incorporate this detached eyes everywhere. Like right now, we're walking around holding the teddy bear in our arms as Sophie.
Yeah, so this is kind of first person, but obviously not really. But you know, the experience right now is very akin to what you get in a first person game.
Exactly. But then there's a trade-off. Like right now, I'm very limited to what I can do. I can lift up the teddy bear and like place it in higher locations, see above certain furniture. But then you need to put her down, or to put Teddy down, in order to like unlock Sophie. Probably is a good word to interact.
Yeah, because her hands are otherwise, busy holding Teddy, keeping him safe. So.
Yeah, exactly.
She just can't really use her hands and hold Teddy at the same time.
Yeah. So even like when walking around in a corridor, like I mentioned before, how now we're in a very vulnerable state, right? Because we can't really do anything except lift up the teddy bear, like hide, crouch underneath. So fine-tuning what's our challenges, like how does the antagonists move around the space, what can they do, and what tools do we have to defend ourselves. You need to take all of those things into consideration when developing a game, and a lot of times we did feel very limited because the choices we made with this camera mechanic, but it's also the hardness of the game, so we didn't want to ever take it away, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Do you know where all the collectibles are?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
Yeah. I was saying, because I know there's one in this room. I see people miss this one a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw it before, but there is other things in the house as well. And now we know that it's the Clayton. He's searching for us.
Yeah, and he just heard the door slam, so he has probably a good indication of where we are. Look.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, there is these the unseen, the spirits that roam these halls as well.
Is that their official name, the Unseen?
The Unseen, yeah.
I like that. Imagine skipping the collectible.
Yeah. And also looking straight in the face.
Yeah. Bye.
Next time. Bye. But it's your account. You have to go back, and I don't want to.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Give you all the achievements.
Yeah, like when you get to this room the first time, this is one of the really disturbing ones in my opinion. Like there's so many things you can look around and like obviously you don't know what's happened here, but with the things that you see, like it can't have been good what is happening here.
Yeah. Now for us, because Sophie is a character and her connection with Teddy, like they have a very clear goal, and that's get out, right? Yeah. So, but then you can clearly see that this house has a lot of history, and not a very nice one.
No. The chains around the tiny chair and what looks like, I think that's blood on the walls. I'm not sure, but I don't know what else it could be. Like a little bit of candy, I guess have been used to lure some children in. Like it's
good behavior.
It's grim. It's grim.
Yeah, and then speaking of about the ritual, you know, that we hinted towards, and in the fall there, at the end of the demo sequence. Yeah, and the spirit children, and what this game does is it really tries to lay the story out as you progress, right? You get to see all these things around in the mansion. We don't tell you, like, oh, this has happened. Like, that's something I really appreciate with games as well, is when you, the player, are able to make your own understanding of what's been going on, what's happened. Of course, there are some key elements that we do have, where you get a bit more understanding of what's happening. But for the most part, it's up to the player to interpret this, like rooms like that. What might have happened here in the past?
Yeah, because that's something you probably never like actually address what happened there. But obviously, as a player, you walk in and you immediately kind of start theorizing like what might have happened here. At least I did.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and talking about like, you know, the unique perspective and stuff that's going on here too. Like, Out of Sight is, you know, obviously available right now on Steam. We're in sale, 40% off.
Yes. Made in Sweden.
Exactly. But it's not just available as, you know, because right now we're playing it as, you know, quote unquote a normal game. But it's also available as a VR version. So if you're out there with like a VR fan, like, how does that feel? Like, that kind of really takes you to the whole, like, your eyes. Like
yeah, it really just elevates whatever this mechanic is trying to capture.
Yeah.
Like you still have this movement where you are picked up by Sophie, and then but then you are carrying your own eyes, like literally. I don't know.
It's a very interesting one. I haven't yet to actually test it in VR myself, but I really want to.
Yeah, it's a very cool experience, and we're very grateful because we did a collaboration with Flat 2 VR. They are the ones who ported this to the VR platforms. Yeah. So right now it's available on Steam VR, but it's coming later to MetaQuest as well.
Yeah, good timing, because I see a Baby Bear, and it might be your question that we have on here as well. But yes, I hope you can answer mine still. I was wondering, when is the MetaQuest release date? I know it's hard to make a VR game, so if you don't have it currently, that's okay. I want the game to be great.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have a release date I can give you right now. I actually don't know it, so that's
fair
why.
Enough. Easy to say, like.
Yeah. Like I said, we are collaborating with Flat 2 VR for the VR releases. And they're also very adamant. That's why it's a really nice partnership. They really want to make the game great, right? So trying to fix all the little extra bits and pieces they can make to make the VR experience even better, right? Because now it's a emulation of the base game, and they want it to be just a little bit more as well. Right?
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah, and I see one of the questions we got ahead of time too was, I mean, you just answered the MetaQuest that is coming, even though we can't tell you the release date. But is there an expected release date for PlayStation VR 2 specifically?
Specifically PlayStation VR 2?
I don't know if it will be the same for PlayStation
I think it's the
VR.
same, honestly.
It might be.
Yeah. I think even though it's maybe not the same headset, or I think they developed them the same way, probably. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just
I know a PlayStation VR headset is a thing. I don't know that much more, but yeah, it's a PlayStation VR at least.
Yes. But yeah, keep your ears and eyes peeled, probably.
There you go. Thank you for posting the link in chat too. If you want to follow Flat2VR on X, which they've posted something about working on this game and how they brought it to VR on their channel, you can click on the link in chat right now.
Yes. So that's where you want to go for any VR-related updates.
Yeah, and the last one might be from Baby Bear VR, because the last one is, hi, is the MetaQuest release going to be a secret for a while longer, or will it be shown soon?
Unfortunately, now it's a secret. Not intended, but from my side, because I really don't know. But yeah, go follow Flat 2 VR on their socials, and they will keep you updated on everything related to the VR releases. Yeah.
And then, I mean, maybe, our Overwatcher can also post the channels for the Gang and Elisabeth as well, because you might want to follow those to stay tuned with the game in general.
Yes. yeah, there's some cool stuff happening, and like I said, we keep adding new releases and not releases, hot fixes. And,
yeah, there's been a lot of quality
you know,
of life updates.
Quality of life updates. So
Bug squashes.
If you have any opinions as well about the game, any issues, please let us know, because we do look and we
Yes.
read through them, and if there's something in our capacity to fix, we take it very seriously.
Yes. I love this. The first time I walked down this hallway, it took me a moment before it clicked that the light turned on to show me a path.
Yeah.
But as soon as I realized, like, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't catch that earlier.
It's not, sometimes like finding these holes, they're very on the nose, but not every time.
Yeah.
You know,
We can't let him find us.
There we go.
There
Thank
we
you
go.
for posting the links
Yes,
to the
thank
gang as well. And for Out of Sight. Yeah, lots of good channels to follow.
Come out, wherever you are.
Yeah, we've gone through all the questions we got ahead of stream, so chat. The ball is in your court. If you want us to answer more questions and not just yap about random topics that pop to mind, like, you know, prompt us in chat right now.
We need to find
Oh yeah, I remember this room.
Why do they always try to run away? They can't even see anything.
even though I played it so many times, sometimes it like
First time we see Clayton.
And I am the one who has to go searching.
Yeah, I find this room so funny because when you first go in, like, obviously by now the game has kind of started to train you to, when you see those switches, you need to go pull it. So a lot of people will be ready to go for that switch, but then, you know, you don't need to because Clayton comes in and opens the door for you.
you can open them as well. Yeah.
And I've seen some people who have tried to hit the switch after he left the room, I guess not having clocked yet, but it's a door switch, and they're like,
Yeah.
nothing happens because the door is already,
It's already
open.
open. No, but even when I'm come back to playing the game again, like, I don't play it every day, you know, like the entire thing, and then just taking a step back, you know, and then just looking at it and like, you know, and thinking that this is something that my team made, you know, and it's just a really awesome experience.
Yeah, I
And
like
then-
looking. We haven't really looked at the paintings either, but look at
Yeah,
that one. It's so
yeah.
creepy.
They're also connected to this backstory I mentioned a bit before. I don't want to spoil anything else, but they are definitely connected.
You can really get a sense of like how small Sophie is too. Like, I mean, obviously the hallways
Yeah.
and stuff are very big, but then you pick up key items like that, you know, key, and it's like her entire back, a bit more, I think, even. Like, it's a giant key, or she's
Yeah.
just very small.
Yeah, we just compare it to this toilet here.
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
true.
I'm below eye level of the toilet
Yeah.
room. So yeah,
And I mean, she might hold Teddy like at her chest, but
yeah,
still,
of course, yeah.
still a very, very small girl. Or is the other people just very big?
Yeah, I mean the house was not made for Sophie, of course.
Of
right?
course,
There
yeah.
are other people like Clayton and Jana who live here, but they try to make do, right? Adapt
Yeah.
in some ways towards these blind children.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
this
it's
room
connected.
tends to be a little bit confusing for people when the first time enter it. Then you are like, oh, what happens when you step on the switch? Now, how do you get up?
Yeah. And the thing about being small, it's a good
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly.
you can't really reach. That's what I meant in the beginning, like how the world becomes a challenge because it's not meant for her.
Yeah.
She's not supposed to be in this mansion. What if I do this? Now I can climb up. I just need to be fast getting through. Because I can't leave Teddy behind either, right? I
No.
need to bring him with me.
What happens if you do? Can you step through without Teddy? Maybe I shouldn't ask you to try and soft lock your game.
Yeah, probably not. I'll just be fast.
There you go.
Yeah,
You got it.
A little Clayton candy stash. Toilet when no one's looking.
Yeah, I always wondered, like, you know, is it a previous child that have maybe escaped into the vents, or is it, like you said, yeah, maybe it's Clayton's stash of, you know, candy that he was supposed to have for the children, and then he hid it away to take it himself
Take
instead.
himself. Yeah.
This room always gets people the first time.
Yeah. And this is one of the times where we really switch up what we are able to do with the teddy bear.
Yeah.
Because right now we've been very locked to just carrying it around ourselves.
Yeah.
But then something like this happens, where you put him on a dumbwaiter and
Wait for me, Teddy.
you can see something like completely detached
Yeah.
from Sophie.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think a lot of people also has this assumption that this works by like when both buttons are pressed, like the dumbwaiter goes up and stays up.
Yeah.
Instead of just activating and then coming
Yeah.
back down. I definitely got tripped up the same way. But it's really cool. You can just now see a completely different room before you can even go there to maybe start figuring out, okay, what do I need to do, and how do I even get into the room to do the thing that I need to do.
Yeah, exactly. So you're free to explore all the rooms in your own pace, unless there is maybe a Clayton or someone
Maybe
there.
a
Right?
Jana is lurking around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you see, now your eyes aren't even in the room with you anymore.
Right, so now you're up there, and all you can. There's also a feature we added because we realized this situation will happen many times, where you're able to walk around furniture, and we don't want you to lose track of Sophie. So
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really good that you can see
yeah, yeah. Oh,
that's a key.
there's a key there.
Time to
Oh no, there's
come
another one
out.
here. Nice. Now I can go up. Grab the key first.
Yeah, there you can see it. It goes on her back, and it's like such a big
It's
key.
like half her size. Yeah.
Yeah, take notes if you haven't played the game yet. This is how you solve this puzzle.
Yeah. Oh, you know about that one?
I think I actually didn't know about that one.
I'll take it. Oh, did I? I'm
No.
not playing with sound on it. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick up the headphones if you want to hear it, but I don't think... Oh, there
Yeah, I
you go.
did.
You got it.
I did it.
There we go.
Now we can pick Teddy back up.
Exactly. Yeah.
We made it higher up.
Yeah, you can tell quite early on that, we saw
least a
the
little
window basically towards the end of the demo part of the game, and we're trying to basically climb back up. We fell down, we want to try to climb back up to get there.
Yeah. And there's a bunch of other windows, but there's a lot of protective measures to make sure people stay in this house. But the grand window does have an opportunity.
So we have to find that specific window.
We have to keep going.
So I don't want to play for too long to spoil the whole game, but there is one last event I do want to play through. So if you do have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, we will be wrapping up after, in a few minutes.
There he is.
The lady has special plans for you tonight. What was this one?
Yeah. It really makes
Sophie.
you feel on edge when you walk there, and just suddenly he's like right under you. And
Come
you're like,
on,
oh, what if
Sophie.
for the next step that I take,
won't
suddenly like the wood
harm
creaks and
you.
he will look up and see me?
One leg sticks down through.
Yeah.
Where are we, Teddy?
So now we really get a feeling that there are not just one or two, but there seem to be a lot of these spirits about in the house.
Yeah, and you don't really know what they are. I mean, so far
Yeah.
they almost seem like they're trying to hinder you. I mean, they closed the doors on us at one time.
Yeah, yeah. And they really do have mind of their own, right? They really,
But what do they want?
Leave me alone.
I mean, it's also a bit of the play. Like that's something we were very adamant about. Don't want to over-explain things. We would like to keep the mystery a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very creepy.
Go
There's someone see this
away!
purple eye staring at you from the distance.
Yeah.
But it's really
I also
cool.
have eyes now.
Yeah.
Oh
There you are.
I was gonna say.
Even I hear that.
No.
There's nowhere to hide, Sophie.
It's so cool though when you
I
see the
built
robots, you
this
just see
house
the
with
red
my
light behind
own
him. Like,
hands.
There's so many cool like cinematic
Don't make
moments
this
in
any
this
more
game.
difficult.
Speaking of.
Spoilers.
Go back for Teddy.
And
Oh no!
your little friend,
Oh, no, this
well, he's gonna get you.
I love it. He's gonna get you.
is- yeah. And then was sinister laughter.
Yeah.
How are you so fast? Come back here, you weasel.
I'm guiding it. So you're on your own now.
Yeah. I mean, it's your choice if you
Don't
want to
you
go that
want
route,
your
of course.
teddy bear
It's
back?
harder for sure. A lot more perception.
This is you.
Yeah. This is also something we do a few times throughout the game, is we want to swap up what
You
we're
can't run from me, Sophie.
So right now Clayton is carrying Teddy.
Stop making things worse.
There are these more intense scenes throughout the game.
Pay for this bad. Get back here.
I got this. Oh, no. At the moment, at least.
Yeah.
I'll find a way to reach you, Sophie. You're no different from the rest.
Nice.
But yeah, that moment, like when I first played that, I went from like, you know, being intrigued and like this is really cool to like this is amazing. Like
Yeah,
there's just
yeah.
something about that moment, and I see people in chat too. Like this is one of my favorite parts. It's
Nice.
I can't really I don't think I can really put into words like, just how cool it was to play that, especially when you don't know that it's coming.
Don't worry.
Like, I was so like surprised when this was. I was like, "What do you mean he took my teddy?" And then he starts
Yeah,
chasing
what
me,
the-
and it's like, "Oh no, but my eyes!"
No, it's really nice. This is actually something that was there already in the school project.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, not nearly as...
Yeah, not as refined.
Yeah. It was a very choppy, like, straight line where the antagonist we had then, he just took Teddy up and then he threw it in the end.
Oh, really?
It wasn't very nicely done.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it gave some, like, it birthed the idea
Yeah.
of what this could be, right? And
Yeah.
now we're able to take it, like, to the next level.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this part as well. It's one of my
Yeah, I
favorites.
see more people in chat. And a lot is these running sequences in the game are awesome, and yeah, I could not agree more.
Thank you.
It's incredibly well done. All the scribbles on the wall.
They're chased by our own eyes.
Yeah. There's a lot of cobwebs in here. I don't think they clean these parts of the house.
Not very often, no. And sometimes you can find like an old shoe or something like belonging to a child as well that's been lost throughout the snuck between a plank somewhere, like lost behind a piece of furniture.
I hope they were. I forgot how pretty the moon is.
Beautiful night out. If
Yeah.
only I could be there
Right?
instead of here.
Yeah, I really like this moment. Like, it took me until my second playthrough to realize something about what this moment builds up to, but it's really nice.
I haven't
Yeah, we really
been
wanted to
outside
not
for so
to have
long.
this kind of
Not
balance
since you
between
brought
tension
us
and
here.
but there are also these moments where she can actually just relax a bit, you know.
Yeah.
And that's partly what these crawl spaces, as we call them, are for, where you go between the walls. Gives you a bit of a respite from being, like I said, in the wardrobe, in the hallways. When you're working in first person, you're
Yeah.
very exposed.
Yeah, exactly.
We must find a way back to
I am
that
curious though,
window
like when you
so
made this,
we
because
can
obviously
get out.
you're kind of continuously making your way through like the whole house. If you take like, you know, the level editor or whatever and kind of zoom out, how does the house look? Is it a cohesive house?
I mean, Clayton made this himself, right?
Yeah,
So,
he did say that, yeah. Or I think he says it a bit later in the game, but yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's built in sections. So I'm not exactly sure, but the different stories, like different floors, they do make sense.
They
right?
do? Okay.
Not like a regular house would, but
Yeah, yeah.
it could technically work.
Because that's something that because I've streamed this for my channel as well, and that was something that my chat was like, they were trying to like mentally map out, like make a map of the house as we made our way through, and we were not that many rooms in before like, I give up. I don't think this house makes sense.
The amount of rooms probably don't make sense, but you know, if you turn some like floors, it does make more sense.
Okay, that's cool. That's more cohesive than I thought, because it does feel like, you know, it's a massive house. It does feel like it's basically a maze, and obviously sometimes you need to make these kind of decisions when making a game where,
for sure,
if you actually have like a square house, like it's probably not as interesting to navigate through as what this is.
In the beginning we were trying to make it like very, like this is a house you can walk through. So what do you have? And like 5 or 6 rooms and a story like in a floor, but then it very quickly became very like hindering for us to, you know, in order to do what we want to do. Like if we want this hallway to be very long, just because it's something like this, like if you're running
like the
running chase scenes,
they
need to be a lot longer than the regular ones, because it's just, you need more time to go through it in order for the events to happen.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we very quickly steered away from trying to make a believable house, but there is, you could like you do wrap around again to the same place, right?
I kind of want to see that now, what it looks like if you just kind of zoom out with the levels, and what does the actual kind of blueprints of this house look like.
Yeah. A lot of freebasing playthroughs.
No, let go!
Not our Teddy!
Teddy!
Hopefully we tried to steal Teddy from us.
Yeah.
What was that, Teddy? What happened to you?
I'll show what that was that happened, what new ability we have. Maybe then we can look to round it off unless there's any more questions.
Yeah, last call for questions, chat.
So now we go to like a next part in the game, basically, where Teddy has gotten this ability. He's able to focus his gaze on weak points.
Yeah, because you see the little purple outline.
Yeah, they can be different shapes and be attached to different things. But it allows Teddy a whole interaction of his own, which then becomes a very integral part of a lot of puzzles, where you need to find out, okay, which angles do I need to lift him up now, or do I need to put him in something and send him around the room to find the angle where I can use this new ability?
Yeah, because that's something that you haven't really seen in other the platforms, the moving platforms, because that's going to come into play as well to make the levels even more complicated to solve.
Exactly. So we do keep introducing a new of these elements, a few of these elements, to keep it interesting and keep it iterating a bit, and like, so the progression is, you don't always doing the same things. Make the puzzles a bit harder. You need to think a bit longer.
Alicantina in Twitch chat says, I can feel the spider webs on my face from when you walk through the crawl spaces. Imagine that in VR might be even more daunting.
True. Yeah.
But yeah, we do have a question here from Laud S, I think the name would be said, but will there be any sequels or DLC that go deeper into the lore?
Very interesting. There might be, I'll say that.
There
might be, yes.
Yeah, I can definitely echo the sentiment that even though after having played through the whole thing, like, I want more. Like.
Yeah. That's also something we read a lot about in the comments from like the discussions and forums. Like, people really like the game, but it is kind of short, right?
Yeah.
And we do want the experience to be longer, but it's just a production schedule. Like, how much do we have time to develop? But yeah, like, I really want to keep going with Out of Sight for sure, and we're cooking up some stuff.
You have more stories to tell, is what you're saying.
Yes, and we have way more ways to use this unique characters and like this teddy bear perspective in so many interesting ways.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So a good time for another call to action then. You know, if you want them to have more of a budget to create their ideas, you buy the game on Steam and tell your friends to buy the game on Steam. It's currently 40% off for the Steam Made in Sweden sale. And I'm not sure if it's on sale on other platforms. It might not be right now, but you know, wishlist it.
Not sure,
yeah, wishlist it, and it might show up on sale on other platforms too if you prefer, you know, PlayStation or Switch. I believe we're out on Switch as well.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC.
Yeah. So there you go. You know what to do if you want to see more.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I think that's it for the gaming part, at least.
Right.
Yeah.
We can always just hop back over to, let's see, this one. So then people just have to see us.
Yes.
There you go.
Very nice.
But yeah, very...
Got a few achievements in there as well.
Yeah, I got 4 achievements out of the 22 in total,
Yeah.
18%.
Very nice.
So I gotta work on the rest of them
I
myself.
left one of them for you, at least.
Yeah, I know where one is.
Yeah.
I found a few. But
airplane one is a bit more tricky to find.
Yeah.
People don't know it's there.
Yeah.
You need to look around in some of the corners.
Yeah, there's definitely, like, for my own playthrough, like, back home too, like, there's still some that I haven't found. But you can see, I mean, Chad doesn't see this right now, but you can see on Steam, like, how many people have unlocked similar achievements. So for the very first one, this one is also in a demo.
Yeah.
Like, 72.5% of players have the one. That's for finding the tractor early on. And then for the airplane that you got as well, it's 29.6%. So it's quite the big difference. And, like, a lot of people are finding the tractor. Not so many are finding the little airplane toy.
Yeah.
And there's other ones. I wonder, what's the rarest unlock we have? Oh, it's probably for playing through the game and not dying.
Yeah, that's for sure is the most difficult one.
Yeah.
Only 3% though.
3%? Wow.
Not even I have actually gotten that achievement.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never made it. I was so close many times.
Yeah.
But then you need to
the same
try
thing.
harder.
I think 3 times is my record of, like, least amounts being caught and trying to escape through the whole game.
Yeah. It's nice.
It's very nice.
But something we also were able to track through these achievements, like you say, you see the ones where we just got chased by Clayton. It's like once a lot of people actually go in and they play the game, they get hooked, right? And they sit for a long time, and most of them actually finish the game as well. Like I think we have a really good statistic. Like if you make it halfway, you will finish the whole thing. Yeah,
because if you look now, like there's you get an achievement basically where the demo cuts off with a big window. So when you attempt to escape through the Great Window, 89.4% of players have made it that far. Let's see if we can find one. What is it for finishing the game? Let's see. You have an achievement for finishing the game. Maybe it's higher.
It's higher up, yeah.
It's quite high.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Escape the mansion. 58.3%.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Yes, that's amazing. Comparing to a lot of other games that we looked at, we're very proud.
You should be, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I think we've kind of ran out of stuff to talk about. There's no more questions in chat. I mean, it's technically a little bit early, but it's not that much early.
Yeah,
Should we wrap things up?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Sounds nice.
But yeah, then thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you had a good time watching, a little bit of gameplay, checking out the demo plus a little bit more.
Yeah.
So if you play the demo on your own, you're not going to see quite as much. You got some insights that might not have been shared before.
Yeah,
so,
hopefully
exclusive.
some new stuff. Yeah.
And, God, yeah, I don't know. Anything else? Just check out the sale. One more call to action. The game is on sale right now, 40% off on Steam. I don't know exactly how long the sale is on for, so, don't dwell. Get it now if you're interested. And tell your friends to get it too. If you already got it and played it, you can be a testament to how great this game is and get your friends in on it too.
Yes, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, you can click that button when you're ready. I just prepared it for you.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm really happy about what we're able to show, and of course, if you haven't tried our site yet, please do.
Yes.
It really helps us a lot if you give us a review, and be honest what you think. We do read all the reviews, and especially if you have any opinions, go to the forums pages and the discussions, and we will do our best to reach out as well.
Yes.
All right then. Cool.
Awesome.
And they're signing off in the chat as well.
Yeah, Alicantina says thanks for the stream and congratulations on the game. Definitely deserve the congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. We're wrapping off.
Yeah, let's do it.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
One more time.
One more time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. One last time.
Oh, no, it's this one.